We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. It'll be Diamond Dynasty action this evening between Springfield and Chinese Taipei. Two great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. Digging in. Tony Gwynn. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Tony Gwynn. And a swing and a miss, so a first pitch strike as we're underway here this evening. The windup and the 0-1.
Nope.
And that one stayed too low apparently. Weather not much of an issue tonight. A mild 65 degrees here at game time. Good knuckleball, and it's a called strike 2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And they come inside with the fastball, but it misses here, and it's back to 2-2. And here's a ball hit in the air. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1. Here's Mookie Betts.
Second baseman, Mookie
into
Betts.
The windup and the pitch. Looks at a knuckleball that finds the bottom of the strike zone. Left side. Played on the backhand. Throw, and he's called out on a close play at first. So digging in now, Ken Griffey Jr. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. And now a pitch on the way. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. 2 out, nobody on. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. Hard hit ball to short. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. So with 2 out, that means Hanley Ramirez will also get an opportunity here. Here's Hanley Ramirez. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. In there, no balls and a strike. The 0-1 pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
2 takes, and now he's down 0-2. I'm not sure, but he may have been taking to give the guy at first a chance to run.
A runner on first with 2 away. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Now at the plate, Joe Mauer. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Catcher, Joe Mauer.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. He's set. Here's the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1.
Well, we all know he can burn on the base pass, right? But that's a little tougher to do when you've got a nice goose egg on your leg. It's tough to do like that.
And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Now the pitch. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
3-1 count to this guy. You don't want to challenge him right here. Don't give him anything to hit. No. Keep it on the corners.
Throw to first is in time for the first out. Digging in the switch hitter, Chipper Jones. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Tough slider down low for a strike. And he'll try to hold back, but he won't be able to as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now. At the plate, Miguel Cabrera. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Gwynn is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Digging in, Reggie Jackson. He'll start things out in the top half of the second.
Fielder Reggie Jackson.
In there, strike 1. Now he bounces a knuckleball up to the plate for a ball. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Griffey racing back. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. First baseman Miguel Cabrera stands in.
Miguel Cabrera.
Here comes the first pitch. There's a knuckleball over the inside corner. And then that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
Smoked on the ground up the middle and into center field as he's aboard with a one-out single. Stepping into the box, Jorge Posada. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and one away. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one. And Posada will lay off there. It's back to 1-1. No score here as we play inning number 2. 1-2 now as that's in there at the knees.
Look, Matt, this guy's got a great sinker. Here's the key. He's got a runner on first base. This is where you can get that ground ball double play. Make him chase that hard sinker and hit it into the dirt and turn one over for you.
Swung on and missed by Posada, who's down on strikes. So the runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning and set to stand in. A guy who seems to get better with age, the dangerous Adrian Beltre. 1-0 pitch on the way. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. And a knuckleball that misses at the shoe tops. Ready with 2 balls and a strike. It's a swinging bunt up the line, but it gets foul. Has a look, now the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Digging in now, Ted Williams. He'll begin things here against Yu Darvish.
Left fielder.
And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Well, he finds himself down 0-2, but those were 2 good pitchers' pitches. Both on the inside half, both for strikes. There's nothing you can do with it. You just got to hope now you get something to hit.
Decided to go with a fastball there on 0-2, but what he's trying to do with that pitch is to expand the strike zone. Maybe you get a guy to offer at it, but at the very least, it helps set up your off-speed stuff.
Andre Dawson is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1.
He swung so hard, I don't know how he stayed on his feet or kept his helmet on. I'm surprised he didn't fall down. He swung so hard. What a big swing.
And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
Batting 6.
Darvish pauses. Here comes the first pitch. High in the air out to center field. Griffey waits on it, and that's the 3rd out. Striding into the
Leading off with the Isotopes. Catcher, Yu Darvish.
into the windup and the pitch. Just off on the timing for that knuckleball. The pitch. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
Pretty late with the swing there. As a pitcher, you have to recognize that and keep coming in with the hard stuff until he proves he can hit it.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Here's number 19, Tony Gwynn.
Sent on the ground out to second. On to first, and there were 2 down. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Mookie Betts. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Swing and a little blooper to center. Griffey is there, and it's a very quick inning as the side is. Into the box now, Cal Ripken. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game. And that misses low and away, ball one.
Now that's a slider that's pretty easy to recognize. Started on the outside, you know it's going to continue to run off the plate. But one
sack as that ball is into the gap in right center. Should be good for at least 2 bases. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out. Coming to the plate now, Jackie Robinson. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. A runner at second, nobody out. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now. Line towards center field on his junior, but this is a base hit. Ripken rounds third and is digging for the plate. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0. And they will. He's in there. A very close play at first. And here's a ball hit in the air. Betts ranging into the outfield, 1 away. Digging in to try. Again, Joe Mauer. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. And this one is off the glove of Posada. And he'll make it in easily at second, as I'd imagine that'll be scored a passed ball. And a check swing here, but he pretty clearly broke the plane, and it's 0-2 now. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Hard hit ball to second. Betts ranges to his left. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out. Ready for another chance? Chipper Jones. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Pulled toward right center field. Griffey is under it, and he makes the catch for. Digging in for his second. Ken Griffey Jr. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Man, I tell you what, I love how he's pitching right now. He has continued to pound that first pitch for strikes. When you do that, you set yourself up for great success.
And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning.
The batter, number 13.
So coming to the plate, Hanley Ramirez comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And now a swing and a miss, and that's what you call establishing the inside part of the plate. It's strike 1.
Boy, not a good swing there. That was really ugly. Anytime you can make a hitter look like that, you've done something special.
Did it look to you like he was guessing on the pitch?
Oh, certainly it had to be, Matt, but if he was, he obviously wasn't looking for that pitch.
And Ramirez able to hold off on that one, but he still trails in the count. It's 1-2.
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
And that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now. So stepping in, Reggie Jackson, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First offering on its way. A frustrated swing and miss at a knuckleball.
He's putting on a clinic. We may as well say, here comes the batter. Strike 1, because everybody's 0-1. The first pitch strike, he's thrown a first pitch strike to every hitter in this game. When you do that, forget about it. 0-1, what a place to pitch from.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Wouldn't bite on a good sinker that time that missed.
Hey, I appreciate the fact that he's making him throw a few pitches. Most of his teammates have been hacking at everything that comes their way.
There's one. On to Cabrera, but it's too late, and they'll just get the 1. Striding in once again, Miguel Cabrera, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Starts him out with a sinker that's inside, 1-0.
First and third, you know he's going to do everything he can on the mound to roll up a double play ball. On the other side, he's got to be looking for a mistake up in the zone that he can drive in the air and pick up a sac fly at the very least.
Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third. First delivery to him on the way. Jorge Posada will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. And Posada will lay off there. It's back to 1-1. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away. So now it'll be.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is. The first baseman Miguel Cabrera stands in. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And they'll start him with a fastball that's low for ball 1. The 1-0 delivery. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1.
Well, I like the pitch idea. It looked like he tried to get him to chase right there, make him think that ball's over the plate and it runs away. But he laid off it. I don't know how, but he did.
A quick out number 1. Striding in, Ted Williams. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. On the run is Griffey. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Into the box now, Andre Dawson. First time up, he went down looking. Here's a 2-seamer inside to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
I'm looking forward to this at-bat right here, Matt. 2 outs, bases empty, and you got the power guy at the plate. He's going to let it fly. He must. I guarantee you he will.
And a half-hearted attempt that time as he broke the plane of the plate. It's a ball and 2 strikes now. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Now a check swing, but that's in there for strike 3 anyway. So stepping in, Adrian Beltre comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Adrian Beltre.
This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he'll indeed make the play in foul territory for the first out. At the plate, Yu Darvish. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Swing and a miss on the first pitch. Knuckler, strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
I like that they went away with that pitch right there. They really tried to tie him up on that previous pitch, so he was probably what we call inside strike there, but I'm guessing he was looking for another ball in.
1-2. Here it comes. Popped up, calling for it. Robinson, and he makes the catch for the second out. Ready for another shot now, Tony Gwynn. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Giving chase is Junior. And that's the 3rd out. Ready now, Ken Griffey Jr. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Down and in here, 1 ball, no strikes.
Griffey Jr.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. And the slider stayed low apparently for a ball.
Now with the 2-0 count and the power at the plate, it could be fireworks time. This is the kind of count he makes his money in.
2 balls and a strike. Here it is. Just a bit low, ball 3.
Well, he falls behind 3-1 right now, but man, he is really throwing the ball well. He's been attacking them all game.
Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire, so it's ball 4. Settling in now, Jose Altuve. First at-bat of the game for him here in the 5th, as he was a late entrant into this one.
This is the situation where there's a lot of pressure on the infielders if the ball's put in play on the ground. Both the guy at first and at the plate are burners, so a double play is going to be tough. Even getting one out could be a challenge.
Baseman,
Standing in, Jackie Robinson, looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat. And that misses 1-1.
Boy, he's got to want that pitch right there. I know he's been getting a few tonight already, but man, he's around the plate, he's consistent, but like any pitcher, you want all the calls.
And the pitch on 2-1. Donnie couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane of the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. In the dirt here. Runner at first here, one man out. He takes strike three called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are two away.
the pitcher, number 35.
So striding forward now, Phil Niekro. He flew out in his last at-bat. And a fastball's in there for strike one. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2. That pitch was so slow it barely registered on the radar gun.
Yeah, Matt, we don't see too many pitches crawling to the plate like that.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. Striding in once again, Mookie Betts.
Second baseman, Mookie Betts.
Yeah, we see a lefty. And a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Into the windup and the pitch. Now he bounces a knuckleball up to the plate for a ball. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Hit weakly back to the mound. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth.
Center fielder
Digging in to try it again, Ken Griffey Jr. 2 base hits, both singles to this point. Fly ball to straightaway left. Williams is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2. Here's the left fielder, Hanley Ramirez. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. And he lays off there, 1-0. Line shot to second, but it's caught, and the side. Ready once again, Joe Mauer. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Seared down the first baseline. The 0-1 on its way. And that one stayed too low, apparently. The 1-1 pitch. Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now.
Frozen with a high fastball there. We'll see if they try to climb the ladder even more on the next pitch.
Throw on to first is in time to get him, so that'll go down as a strikeout and a 2-3 putout for out number 1. Digging in once again, Chipper Jones. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Miguel Cabrera. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. 0-2, here it comes. Now a swing and a ball foul tipped straight into the catcher's glove as he's able to hold on for the second out.
Left fielder.
Darvish pauses. Here's the first pitch. Ted Williams is in for a third plate appearance as he watches one miss inside. It's 1-0. Now a check swing here, but the home plate umpire says he went around and no argument, and it's 1-1. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. 2 out with the man at first. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Gwynn retreats to the track, and he'll put this one. Ready for another shot now. Reggie Jackson. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Reggie Jackson.
And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. Here's the pitch. Now a swing and a fly ball. And a big sigh of relief on the mound as that nearly tied it, but this ball is foul. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1.
Well, it's 2-1 now, and we haven't seen a fastball from him in this at bat yet. As a hitter, you've probably got to sit on that right now.
And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. Ready for another chance. Miguel Cabrera, a hit in 2 tries so far. A chance for Chipper at third. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first will take care of Cabrera for the second out. Digging in the switch hitter, Jorge Posada, 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts for him so far. And a first pitch sinker is over for strike 1.
That's a big pitch right there. Still may not be comfortable. Even 0-1, he's still a pretty good hitter when he's down the count. This is a big pitch right here.
And Posada can't make contact with that. He's behind 2 strikes. Trying to strike him out for the 3rd time. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. Mauer recovers, and that ends the inning. Digging in, Andre Dawson. Been a strikeout victim twice in this one. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Wynn going back. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Now batting.
Striding into the box, Ken Griffey Jr. comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field, but that'll be off the right field wall. The throw into second, around second. He's on his way to third, and they've got the runner trapped in a hot box between second and third now.
The batter.
Digging in for his second at bat, Jose Altuve. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Set to deliver the 0-1. Hit on the ground to third. Fielded by Beltre. And that will conclude matters here in. Here's the third baseman, Adrian Beltre. He'll have the first crack at it here as we start inning number 8. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But a foul ball here, 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Now a flare out toward right center. Robinson onto the grass, and that's the first out of the inning. Striding in. Yu Darvish. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Curtis Granderson. So they'll make a matchup move here and bring on a southpaw to face the left-hander. Harmon Killebrew will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. And a whiff at a good slider that time. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. The 0-2 home. Swing and a miss at 1 in the dirt. And the throw is made to record the second out of the inning. Now batting. Tony Gwynn. Popped up towards the seats as this gets out of play. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Normally not a good pitching plan to throw the same hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row. but both of those sliders back-to-back were so good, I might just go ahead and try to throw another one.
And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is... Stepping up now, Jackie Robinson. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. A swing, and it's popped in the air back behind first.
Second baseman, Jackie Robinson.
Now in the box.
The pitcher, number 54, Aroldis Chapman.
George Brett will come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out.
Number 5, George.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there.
Chapman.
And he's right on the fastball there, hit pretty well out towards deep left. Jackson has to retreat a bit, but he gets there for out number 1. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
The batter.
Into the box, Joe Mauer. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. And the changeup is way low that time. In there, 1-2 now.
That pitch is in triple digits. I think he had to take that one because I'm not even sure he saw it.
He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
Now a fastball. Oh, strike 3 called on a pitch that looked inside. Instead, it's out number 2. Chipper Jones is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. Lifted in the air to right field. And he'll pull this one down a step or 2 in front of the warning track. Kenley Jansen comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the... Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Mookie Betts is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. And this is fouled back and out of play. Pitch popped up. Cabrera is there for it. 1 away. Settling in now, Ken Griffey Jr. is looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. Good late break to the slider here, but he takes it in on the hands for ball 1. Swing and a miss for strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss on the cut fastball. 1-2. And that swung on and fouled straight back. Another 1-2 delivery. And another foul ball. Now another 1-2. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire. Ball 2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
This is a great battle on both sides. He's throwing strikes and he's fouling balls off. What's going to give?
Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Lifted into center field. Griffey moves over. 2 gone. Here's Hanley Ramirez. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line-out. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this is swung on and missed. So now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight.
Well, he was clearly looking for it.
And he holds up on this one, but it's a cold strike 3. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, we watched a really solid starting pitching performance. We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. It'll be Diamond Dynasty action this evening between South Korea and Chinese.
Center fielder, Andre Dawson.
Hit hard on the ground towards second, and that is through into right field for a single. So the leadoff hitter reaches with good speed. The two-hole hitter can handle the bat. We'll see if they have a play on here with nobody out. Pretty boy Kim stands in as he checks his swing here for strike 1.
This is the situation where there's a lot of pressure on the infielders if the ball's put in play on the ground. Both the guy at first and at the plate are burners, so a double play is going to be tough. Even getting one out could be a challenge.
But he's safe at first as he gets back in time. Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The throw. Coming to the plate now, Mike Trout. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. The cutter runs outside, ball 1. And this catches the outside corner, strike 1.
He might want that pitch back, up and away. That's a pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach towards that opposite field gap. I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the away pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
No offer there from Trout as that misses, and he'll take the walk. Ken Griffey Jr. will get the call to pinch hit here, and he'll find he has a couple of runners aboard with only 1 out in the inning. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now, 0-2. And he starts to go after it. Question was, did he hold up? Indeed, says the third base umpire. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. That's in there. Base hit. Dawson is on his way home. And he will beat the tag. Safe at the plate. Here's Corey Seager.
Batting fifth, shortstop, Corey.
Hit hard back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. Now a long throw home. And he is in there at the plate. It's now a 2-0 game. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second.
First baseman.
In now, Miguel Cabrera. Another first inning RBI opportunity for him here. Second and third here, 1 man out. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call.
That changeup for the second strike right there is a great sign. When you're struggling like he has early in this game, you got to get in a rhythm. The changeup, off-speed pitches, all those put your mechanics in right place to throw strikes.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Ball 2.
Good take right there. He's given him a great battle with guys in scoring position. We'll see who's going to win this duel.
And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. In to score the runner from third. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. That makes it a 4-0 ball game. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. He's looking to keep this first inning rally rolling. Called strike over the outside part of the plate. Down the third baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. Throw into second, and they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away. Here's Ben Zobrist now. He represents the 8th man to bat here in the first with 4 runs already on the board. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the Joey Votto will be called on.
Now coming into pinch hit, Joey Votto.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2. He pulls this one into right, and that's in there. Base hit, and not in time as the run scores. And the second run will score as well as they've opened it up to 6-0 now. Ready now, Nolan Ryan. And with a runner already in scoring position and 1 away, he is likely not to be bunting here. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. Digging in for his second at bat, Andre Dawson. He singled his last time up. Squared that one up just a little late. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. 0-2, here it comes. Lifted down the line in right and back out of play. Count holds it 0-2. Now a check swing, but that's in there for strike. So digging in now.
For Chinese Taipei, catcher Joe Mauer.
Circle change there, called strike one. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Tough one to lay off, called a strike.
Well, it's awful difficult, Matt, to hit when you find yourself down 0-2, but particularly when you haven't even swung the bat yet. Now you're in protect mode, and you haven't taken one swing.
So he gets the swinging strikeout on the changeup. Joe Mauer is sent packing to begin the bottom of the inning. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball one. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0.
That one missed, but if it's a strike, I don't know how you get the barrel of that pitch. You have to really be sitting on it to hit a fastball coming in that hard on the inside part of the plate.
Well, if you're wondering if he's going to be loose for this game, there's our answer. 98 in the first inning. He's going to be coming right after. Well, that changeup right there sets up a lot of things. Now the count's 2-2. He can come back in with a fastball, and it's going to look like it's moving a little bit better. Or he can go back to that changeup.
Tried to stay back on the changeup there, but this is chopped foul at home plate. Ground ball sent back up the middle. There is Altuve on to first as they're able to take care of Chipper. 2 away.
Batting third.
Now at the plate, Miguel Cabrera. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. Line drive to left, and that is in there for a 2-out base knock. Didn't waste any time, like the first pitch he saw, to keep the inning going. Into the box, Ted Williams. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Ryan sets. 0-1 on its way. And that misses. 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Looking at a tough pitch called a strike. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder.
Whoa, he tried to get a little cute right there. A little 2-strike changeup. He thought he might get a swing and miss, but man, he left that in the zone. He's fortunate that ball didn't leave the park.
That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double. So coming to the plate, Andre Dawson trying to cash in here on this 2-out rally. A couple of men in scoring position with 2 away. Now a check swing, but it's strike one anyway, says the home plate umpire. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
He appears to be having some issues with pitch command to start the game. He's dealing with 2 guys on, and that last pitch looked like a big mistake in that location.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike. Digging in to try it again. Pretty boy Kim. They'll start things out here against Corey Kluber.
Pretty boy Kim.
Hard on the ground towards short. Ripken scoops it up. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Mike Trout. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. And that misses inside. 1-0. 1-0 count. Here it is. Tries to go the other way, but this ought to be a routiner out in right. Dawson is over just a few steps to his left as he takes it for out number 2.
Right fielder.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and here comes Junior. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. The windup and the 0-1. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Junior looks up, and a leaping effort at the wall, but it's in vain. A home run. Striding in once again, Corey Seager. He reached on a single in his first try. Turned on down the line. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. The throw into second. Throw won't get him. Standing in, Miguel Cabrera. A couple of RBIs for him already, and a chance for more here. Yanked on the ground down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's 8-0. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away. Ready for another chance? Jose Altuve. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. Griffey waits on it. And that's the 3rd out. Digging in now, Ken Griffey Jr. He'll start us out here in the home half of the 2nd.
Center fielder.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. Stepping up now, Cal Ripken, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1. The set and the 1-0 pitch. Back up the middle, and that's through for a hit. Striding in, Jackie Robinson. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Jackie Robinson.
Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. 0-1, here it comes. Hit high in the air down the right field line. Griffey moving to his left. He makes the catch, and tagging is the runner from second. And the throw from right will not be in time as he takes third on the flyout.
Batting ninth. Pitcher Corey.
George Brett will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
George Brett.
And that's on the outside corner for a strike.
That's a nice job of getting ahead right there. This is a tough situation he's in. He's going to have to use all his pitches to get out of this jam. Man, I like the last 2 pitches. A changeup and then a fastball, and he's late with the swing on the fastball right there. You got him in between right now, and that's an advantage to the pitcher.
Trout has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And it's there, but it's dropped at the plate. Luckily for him, though, there'll be no advance. Stepping in, Joe Mauer. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Lifted the other way to left center. Dawson is after it. And that ends the inning. Billy Wagner is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the 3rd inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings. Joey Votto is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. This is hit the other way out toward left field. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning. Nolan Ryan is in for the 2nd time now as he looks at a ball inside 1-0.
Well, these hitters can expect to see a heavy dose of that big fastball from this reliever. It's a major part of his arsenal.
Well, he's out in front of that breaking ball right there. Not surprised. I was after that fastball. Nice job of pitching, kind of keeping him off balance.
Around first, digging for 2. And he'll reach second now with 1 away. Settling in now, Andre Dawson. A hit in 2 tries so far. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0.
Boy, good inside fastball right there. Trying to tie the hitter up, trying to keep him from getting those arms extended. A pitcher's pitch.
And he lays off this one down and in for 1 out and a runner on second base. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Looking up is Dawson. And a home run. Ready for another shot now. Pretty boy Kim. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. And that's high for a ball, 1-0. And that's too high, ball 2.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
fouled back. 1 out, nobody on. And another foul ball. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
With the meat of the order due up next, you could probably expect to see something you can handle here with the full count as the 2-hole hitter.
Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out. Digging in once again, Mike Trout, 0 for 1 here in the early going. Inside with the fastball, it's 1-0. 1-0 pitch on the way. A little over anxious that time as it's a ball and a strike. Here's Trout waiting on the 1-1. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
And now a lunging catch, and he does a full gainer as well, but somehow hangs on from the stretch. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. 0-1 count and the pitch. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. A little late on this one as it's lifted the other way down the left field line. In there, a base hit. Kim rounds third and is digging for the plate. The runner from first crosses the plate. Trying to pick things up where he left off. Corey Seager. He doubled earlier and carries a 2 for 2 line into this appearance. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. And that one misses upstairs. 2-0.
Tough situation for him right here. I mean, he's got an open base, so he doesn't have to give into this guy, but there's definitely danger looming on deck, so you can't just completely work around him either.
Joe Nathan is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the 3rd inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings. Swing and a misses. He couldn't hold back. 3-1. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Third baseman number 24, Miguel Cabrera.
Miguel Cabrera stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
The second baseman number 27.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. 3 runs already home here. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
He put himself in a good position, jumping ahead 0-2 with the bases loaded. Now we'll see if he can finish it off.
Tried to get him to chase the cutter there. A ball and 2 strikes. Got him lunging that time as he pushes one on the ground to second. Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first. In is Joey Votto now. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. First pitch is a breaking ball taken down and away for ball 1.
1 out away from stranding that runner on third. So the last thing you want to do is throw a wild pitch and let him score. Nice job there by the catcher to knock that one down.
And this one runs a little too far in. Ball 2 to 2-2 now.
He's got a good fastball, Matt, and you can clearly see this situation. He's in a little bit of a jam, but he's going right to his bread and butter. Here comes my heater. I dare you to hit it.
Has to challenge him now. Here's the pitch. Ripped down the first base line. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. 1 run scores. 2 runs are in. Now the 3rd man has scored. Ready once again, Nolan Ryan. He doubled earlier in the game. 1 for 2 to this point. Grounded back up the middle. That's through, and he's now 2 for 3 in this one. Dawson, 2 on, 2 out for him here in the 3rd. Way late on the fastball for strike 1. Now the 0-1. Takes a look at a slider that catches the inside corner. Here it comes, 0-2. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. 7 runs have crossed the plate in the inning. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive.
That's probably not what he wants to do with 2 strikes right there with the fastball.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. Coming to the plate now, Chipper Jones. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Third baseman, Chipper.
And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit. And the changeup just missed the inside corner.
Hey, one thing's clear. He's not afraid to pitch inside, right? One pitch ducks him away, then he comes right back with another one. So clearly this pitcher, he's not afraid to work that inner half of the plate.
2-2 count. Here it comes. Swing and a liner. Foul. Another try at 2-2. Goes down and gets it as this is bounced to short. Seager takes it in, and he's set down, 1 away. At the plate, Miguel Cabrera, 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Now a swing and a fly ball. Griffey moves over, and that's the second out of the inning. Stepping into the box, Ted Williams. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. And this is going to be a foul ball. 2 out, nobody on. Took something off there, but it misses, ball 1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And that one stayed up a little high.
What we're seeing here is a guy getting pitched to very carefully. It doesn't matter that there's 2 outs and nobody on. He's a threat to score even when he's standing in the batter's box.
Ball 3.
He's really been good this game. Around the plate, throwing strikes, hasn't walked anybody. Right now he finds himself a little bit of a hole, but he can battle back.
Drilled right back up the middle. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game. Success on a 3-1 count to keep the inning alive here. Standing in, Andre Dawson, 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right now.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Griffey going back on it. A leap, but he can't get it. It's off the wall. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double. So striding forward now, Ken Griffey Jr. reached on an error and then eventually scored in his first at-bat. Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball 1. Lays off again, and it's 2-0. Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Here's a high pop-up. Kim is under it. And that's the 3rd out. At the plate, pretty boy Kim. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th.
Catcher it. Pretty boy.
And a tough slider there from Nate.
0-1's the count.